boxes. And H is kept either at the top or the bottom. Now here we have a definite information regarding this H, hence you are giving the numbering to these boxes now. Now H could be either at the top or at the bottom. That means H can be either at the first position or at the 8th position. And so how many possibilities we have for this H? There are two different possibilities. Now H can be either on the topmost floor or on the bottommost floor. Now H first floor or first or the end. The next one, and two boxes between H and B. And between H and B, how many boxes we have? Exactly two. Now in the first case, B is on the 4th floor, and in the second case, and B is on the 5th position. And next one, and three boxes are in between C and D. Now in between C and D, how many boxes must be there? C and D. And D which is kept above B. Now this D is kept above B, there must be exactly between 3 in between C and D. As D is kept above B, now in this one, can we have D at this place or not? And if you have D here, 1, 2, 3, C will be here, that is one such a possibility. And in the next case, if D is here, and H is here, B is here, there are 3 in between D and C, C will be here. Done. Hence in this case, we are getting two different possibilities. Now in this case, we cannot have D at this place because then D and C must be in the same place, not possible. And what is the other possibility we have? If D is here, then C will be here, that is one such a possibility. And in the next possibility, if D is here, now this is B and this would be C. Done. And in another case, if you take D at this place, D and B and H must be, B and C must be in the same place, so not possible. Hence, altogether there are some 4 different possibilities here, and one box is kept between D and F. In between D and F, there must be exactly one box. Now here in one box between D and F is not possible. Now here in this case, D and F, there must be exactly one. Now here between D and F, there must be exactly one. One box between D and F. The next one, and one box between E and G as well. Now in between E and G, there must be exactly one box here, and G which is kept above E. Now G which is kept above E, if G is here, E and G and E kept before this one, not possible. G is kept above E is not possible. And again, then what is the other possibility we have? Now in this case, G and E, there must be exactly one, and G is kept above E. Now G is kept above A, hence A must be at this place, isn't it? Then G is kept above this one, and more than 3 boxes between A and E. Between A and E, more than 3 means minimum 4 boxes must be there. If A is here 1, 2, 3, at the most we can have only 3 boxes, not more than 3. And this case is also ruled out. Done. And finally we have left with this case. Now in this case, H is here, then C, then between D and G there must be exactly one. E and G there must be exactly one, hence E is here, then G is here, then A will be here. Number of boxes between A and E more than 3, that is 5 boxes are there. Clear now? This is about question number 66 to 17. Now in this 66, how many boxes are kept in between D and B? In between D and B, there are exactly 2 boxes, choice 3, question number 66. Then which of the following box is kept immediately above H? Immediately above H, that is A, choice 5, question number 67. Then which of the following statement is true? E is at the topmost box, that is definitely true. And one box between F and C, that is also true. And so all the statements are true, choice 5, question number 68. The next one, 69. If all the boxes are arranged in alphabetical order from bottom to top, this is A, B, C, D, E, F, G and H. How many boxes will remain in the same? Only one, that is C, choice 4, question number 69. The next one, 70th. And 4 out of the following means odd one out between H and C. There must be exactly one box. E and G, there is exactly one. C and D, more than one box, that is 3 boxes. That is choice 3, question number 70. Clear now? The next one, 71 onwards. Now 71 to 74. Now these 4 are based on based on sequence. Now in this sequence we have some letters, symbols and numbers. Then coming back to the first one, how many such symbols are there? Now the question is about a symbol, and each of which is immediately followed by a letter and preceded by a number. And the sequence must be number, symbol and a letter. Number is not followed by symbol, number, symbol but not letter, and number, symbol but not letter, and number, symbol but not letter, isn't it? Next one, number, symbol but letter. And so many are there of such type? Only one. What is that one? 8 is a number, immediately followed by this symbol pi and a letter M. Hence only one, that is choice to 71. Then 72, and if all the letters are removed from the above arrangement, which of the following will be 13th from the left? Now we need to count the 13th element from the left hand side without the letters. Without the letters, 13th from the left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 and 13 at the rate of choice by 72. Then 73, 4 out of the following means odd one out, and 7. Now and 7, 1, 2, 3, 4 minus 4. K and B, now K and B, 1, 2, 3, 4 minus 4. And A and 9, now from A to 9, how many are there? A and 9, 1, 2, 3, 4 minus 4. V and percentage, now V and percentage 1, 2, 3, 4 minus 4, and question mark and power. Now question mark and power 1, 2, 3, 4 minus. Hence first element is same in each of this one, minus 4 minus 4. Then checking out the second element here, 7 and 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, plus 7. Now B and X, now in between B and X, what is the difference we have? B and X, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, plus 7. 9 and 2, from 9 to 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, isn't it? Plus 7. And next one, percentage and 8. Now percentage and 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 only. And the second element in choice 4 is the difference is only plus 6, and in the remaining it is plus 7, and so choice 4 is odd one, 73. Then 74, which of the following is 7th to the right of 28th from the right? 7th right and 28th right means right and right subtraction, 28 minus 7 is 14th from the right, and 21st from the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. That is power choice 3, question number 74. Done with this? Then next one, 75. There are some 6 people. Now 6 people, 75 to 79. Now these 6 people are seated around a triangular table. Now 6 people seated around a triangular table, and 3 persons are at the corners and 3 are at the centers. Isn't it? Now 3 at the corners and 3 at the centers. Now the persons who are at the corners and 3 in the middle of the center. The one who seated at the 3 corners are facing the center. Now these persons are facing towards the center, and the centers are facing away from the center. Clear? And coming to condition number 1. And one person between X and U. X and U, there is exactly one. X sits at one of the corners of the table. X is at one of the corners of the table, X is here. And so U can be either here or here. There are 2 different possibilities to this U. Are you following this one or not? And so there are exactly, and 3 persons at the corners are centered, and 3 who are at the centers are away from the center. Now if X is here, U can be here as well. There is exactly one person between X and U. And next one, as many people between X and W, between Y and V. X and W, Y and V, we need to have equal number of persons. The next one, X and W, Y and V. W sits to the immediate right of U. W is to the immediate right of U. In the first case, W is here. And W sits to the immediate right of U, W is here. Now in this case, X and W are adjacent to each other. Number of persons, as many people between X and W from left of W. Left of W and 0. And Y and V, there must be 0. Y and V, there must be 0 from the left hand side of V. And left hand side of this one, Y cannot be here. And Y and V, if Y is here, V will be here. Y is here, V will be here. Are you following this one or not? Y and V are adjacent to each other. If Y and V are adjacent to each other, Z is the person left out. Now here X and W, then we need to have Y and V. V and Y must be opposite to each other. Then Z must be at this place. And only 2 people between V and U. Now in between V and U, there must be exactly 2 people. Hence V and U must be opposite. U is here and Y is here. Now between V and U, 2 people is not possible to be here because U is already there. Maybe adjacent or one person between, and two people in between is not possible, and so I have left with only the first case. Then in this one, how many people in between x and y? How many people in between x and y? When counted from the left of y, x and y, there is exactly one person, choice 375. Then 76, what is the position of w with respect to v? Now w with respect to v, now where is v here? Now w with respect to v, this is v. And second to the right, now second to the right, and second to the right, and again, and second to the right, and fourth from the left. And so both 2 and 3, choice for 76. Then next one, 76, both 1 and 3. 1 is definitely true, and at the same time second to the right and fourth to the left. That is both 1 and 3, choice 4. And 77, who among us the following sits to the immediate left of you? Z, that is choice 5. And 78, if W is interchanged with Y. Now which two persons are interchanged here? W is interchanged with whom? And W and Y are interchanged. And Y is coming to this place and W is going to this place. And V interchanged with X. V and X are interchanging their places, means V is here and X would be there. Then how many people are in between V and Y when counted from the left of V? Left of V between V and Y, V is like this and Y is here. And there is no person in between these two. Choice 5, question number 78. And 79, 4 out of the following means odd one out. Z and V, there is exactly one person. And U and Y, one person. X and U, one. W and Z, one person. And W and X, they are adjacent to each other, except choice 5. And in the remaining, the persons are adjacent to each other. Clear now? The next one, question number 80 onwards. Now in this 80 onwards, it is based on row arrangement. There are some 7 people seated in a straight line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And K, L, M, N, O, P, Q. Some north and some south is clearly given. Now Q sits out to the right of P. Now Q sits out to the right of P. And P is facing north direction, isn't it? And P is facing north. L sits to the immediate left of P. Now combination of these 3 statements. Now first one, Q sits out to the right of P, P is facing towards north. And Q is out to the right of P, Q is here, isn't it? Now Q is here, then neither Q nor P sits at the extreme ends of the line. Neither Q nor P. And Q and P are facing the same direction. Now Q and P, both the persons are facing towards north. Now these two persons are at the corners. And at the same time, and there is one L sits to the immediate left of P, L is here. Are you getting this one or not? And from where we can able to start here? Now L is to the left of P or immediate left of P? L is to the left of P is given. L is to the left of P. Then can we start with this P at this place? P is here and Q is here and both the persons are not. Then in this case L must be to the immediate left. Then in the second case, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now if P is here, then P is facing towards north. Then Q is here, Q is also towards north, and L must be either here or here. There are 2 different possibilities to this end. Then the next one. And Q sits out to the right of P, and only 2 people between L and K. In between L and K, there must be exactly 2 people. Now here in this one, there are 2 different possibilities here. Immediate neighbors of M face opposite. M's neighbors opposite. M's neighbors are opposite. M does not sit at the extreme end of the line. M does not sit at the extreme end of the line. And P is facing north direction. Immediate neighbors of K are facing the same. K's neighbors are facing the same direction. Now K's neighbors, and they are facing the same direction. Immediate neighbors of K are facing the same direction. L sits to the left of P, and not more than 2 immediate people are facing the same direction. Not more than 2 immediate people are facing the same. These 2 persons must be south. And next one, as these 2 persons are south, Q and P are facing the same. Now Q and P, N sits to the immediate left of K. N is to the immediate left of K. This case is not possible. Done with this? N is to the immediate left of K. Now here, now L. Now we need to fix this L here. Now L, there are 2 different possibilities, isn't it? L. Now if L is here, then L sits to the left of P. Not more than 2 people are facing the same direction. Any other information? There are two people between L and K. Now only two people between L and K. If L is here, K is here. Now K is here, then N sits to the immediate left of K, then N must be here. Immediate left hand side means K must be facing towards south. And K's neighbors are facing the same direction, N is also facing the north. And if N is north, this must be south because not more than two are facing the same direction, are seated together. Then L, P and Q, M's neighbors are opposite. Now M must be here, neighbors are opposite and this person must be facing south. Then who is the person left over here? O is the person left. Then not more than two people and Q and P are facing the same direction and N sits to the immediate left of K and neither P nor Q are the extreme ends of the line and M and N are facing opposite. M and N is facing north and M is facing south. People at the extreme ends are facing the same. L and O are facing the same direction. Then, now this is about question number 80 onwards. Then who sits second to the right of N? That is O, choice 3, question number 80. Then 81, how many people are facing south? Now facing south, there are 4 people, choice 3, question number 81. 81 it is choice 3. Then 82, if all the people are arranged in alphabetical order from right to left, how many people remain unchanged? Right to left, who are the persons? K, L, M, N, O, P, Q. And none of the persons remain at the same place. None, that is choice 5, question number 82. And 83, odd one out. Now N and Q. N and Q, and they are adjacent to each other. M and L adjacent. P and K adjacent. K and N, they are adjacent. And Q and O, they are also adjacent. Clear? And so all the persons are adjacent. Then check out the directions. N and Q, same direction. M and L, they are also facing the same. P and K, opposite. K and N, K and N, P and K opposite, K and N are also opposite. Now in this way also you are not getting any answer. Then the direction, if you check out here, then N and Q. N is to the immediate left of Q. M is to the immediate left of L. P, and P is to the immediate right of what? And P is to the immediate right of K, and K and N. And K and N, K is to the immediate left of N. Q and O, and Q is to the immediate right of O. Are you having any answer here? Then N and Q, M and L, M and L, P and K and N, K and N, Q and O. Yes? NQ, Q is to the immediate right of N, M and L is to the immediate right of M, and P and K is to the immediate right of P, K and N. Now this N is to the immediate left of K, Q and O is to the immediate, except choice 4. And in the remaining 4 choices, second person is to the immediate right of the first person, isn't it? But as in 4, K, second person is to the immediate left. Choice 4 is the odd one, question number 83. Then 84, what is the position of K with respect to M? K with respect to M, second to the left. Second to the left, choice 1, question number 84. Then 85 onwards, it is based on comparisons. Now how many persons are there? 7 persons were there, and they have got different marks in an examination. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and each student has got multiples of 10, and C scored more than only A and E. Now C has scored more than A and E. E does not score the lowest, hence E is here, A is at this place. Then D scored lesser than only B, and D has scored lesser than only one person, that is B. The one who scored the third highest scored 90 marks. Now third highest, this person has scored 90 marks, and E scored 60 marks. Now this person has scored E 60. The student who scored the maximum marks among them scored 20 more than F. 20 more than F's score. Then here, any other possibility we have here? 20 more than F and each student multiples of 10. Multiples of 10, 20 more than F, and C scored more than only A and E. D scored, E does not score the lowest. The one who scored the third highest scored 90, and E scored how many? 60 marks. Student who scored the maximum marks among them scored 20 more. 20 more than F. Now here the difference between these elements is how much? And 10, 10, 10, isn't it? Hence this must be F. Now this person has scored 20 more than, that is 110. And who is the person after here? And one more person, A, B, C, D, G is the person left. Clear? Highest has scored 20 more than this one. The next one. And who among the following scored the fourth highest? Fourth highest, that is G, choice 4, question number 85. And 86, how many students have scored between D and E? Now between D and E, how many have scored? Only 3, choice 1, 86. Then 87, how many marks were scored by B? Now B scored 110, choice 3, question number 87. Then 88 onwards. Now 88 onwards, as of now we have done up to 87, isn't it? 87 means how many questions we have scored here? My marks is upon 22, isn't it? Around some 22 questions were done. Then if you observe here, now in this multiple floors and multiple flats, along with this one of the parameter is given. As a parameter is given, tell me it comes under the first or the second priority. Second priority, hence let us keep this aside, 88 to 92. Then 93 to 95. When compared with 88 to 92 and 93 to 95, which is more easier for you? 93 to 95. Hence first we need to score 93 to 95. Then if there is 10, then you need to move on to the next one, isn't it? The previously left. Then 93 to 95. 93 to 95, how many questions were there? Only 3. As only 3 questions were there, there is no necessity for you to write down each and every word and its corresponding code. Clear? Then here, and really talented person, and what does BA stands for? Where is BA? Now BA is there in the second statement. Now BA is there in the second statement, FM is common, isn't it? And FM is common, what is common here? Person. Person is FM. Then RI and GY. RI and GY, GY is common, and RI and BA. RI is it common here? No. Hence GY means what is the word? Likes. And the code for BA can be either very or much. Very or much, choice 5, question number 93. Clear? Then 94. Then what is the code for likes? Where is likes here? Likes is there in the second. Now again in the 4. And second and 4, which are common here? Only likes is common. And what is the code that is common here? GY. And the code for likes is GY, 94, choice 4. Then 95, what is the possible? Better, more person. Now better is here, isn't it? Better and more. And really and likes, really is common between these two, likes is also common. Hence, what are the codes that are common here? My codes upon GY is common. And see here, second one TSHK, CU is common. Hence, more and better, now we need to have SAEW in any order. I definitely in any order. And more and better. Now we have person. Now person is there in this one. Likes very much here. Likes is common, and so we can able to find out the code for this one, likes. My likes అయిపోతే ఇంకా మనకు మిగిలింది ఏమని చెప్పండి, likes అయిపోతే and EWHK and likes and BAFMRI. Then what can be the code? What is the possible code? SAEW, where is this SAEW? Now SAEW only in choice 5. Must సరిపోతుందా? Yes. Now question number 95 once again. ఒక్కసారి చూద్దాం. Now here really likes more and better మనకి రెండు ఉన్నాయి. Now more and better, they were not repeated anywhere else. ఎక్కడైనా ఉందా more and better? Yes, more is there in this one. More is there and really is there, likes is there. Now these are the 3 words that are common. As 3 words are common, 3 codes are common. And what are the codes? EW is common and SA and CU is common between these two, and GY is also common. And the code for The code for better is what? SC. And SC is the code to the word better. And what is the code for more? More కేమని చెప్పండి? More is here and here, and which is common between these two. And CU, the code for CU. Now we have left with the person. Now where is this person? Person is here in the second. Likes very much, and likes is common in between these two, isn't it? Likes is common here. Then what is the code that is common here? And SA and GY. And next one, likes. Then what else is left over here? And RI and likes and very. And very and much. Now very and much మనకి ఇంకెక్కడైనా కామన్ ఉందా? లేదు. Now between these two, now first one. Now talent person. Achha, person is here. Now person is here. And what is the code for this person? And between these two, one is common. And what is that common? FM. FM, that is choice 3, question number 95. Then the next one, 96 to 100. Now here 96 to 100, there are some 7 people. Now who are those 7? KLMNO PQ. And they have got jobs in different years. 92, 95, 97, 92, 95, 97, 99, and 2001, 2005, and 2008. Now altogether there are some 7 persons. Now 7 persons in these 7 different years. P got job in a leap year. Now how many leap years? 92 and 2008 are the only 2 leap years. Now P has got a job in leap year, and Q got job after N. Q is after N. And N got immediately after L. N and L are immediate to each other. As many between N and P, Q and K. N and P, Q and K, and number of persons is same. O got a job in one of the even number years. O got a job in one of the even numbers years. Now this is O and this would be O. And O. And next one, only 2 people between P and L. Now between P and L there are exactly 2. L is here, isn't it? Now only 2 people between P and L. L is at this place. Now 2 people between P and L. L must be at this place. Now if L is here, immediately below this L there must be N. N is here. Then we need to have Q at this place. Now Q in these 2 places. N and P, Q and K. N and P here there are 3. Hence in between Q and K we need to have exactly 3. Exactly 3 in between Q and K. 1, 2, 3, Q and K. Now here also Q and K. Then finally who is the person left over here? M is the person left over. Any information regarding this M? Then Q got a job after N. Now Q got a job after N. In this case, Q got a job after N. Here also Q got a job after N. Next N got immediately after L. And as many between N and P. N and P, how many people are there? 3 people. And between Q and K there must be exactly 3 people. Here between N and P there is one person. And Q and K, now Q and K there are more persons. This is ruled out. And so what is the final arrangement? P, K, M, L and Q, O. And K got a job in which are the following year? And K got a job in the year 95, choice 4, 96. Then how many people got a job between O and Q? Now between O and Q there is no one, none, that is choice 2, 97. And which of the following person got a job in the year 97? M, that is choice 3, 98. And which of the following statement is true? M got a job immediately after L, that is false. And Q got a job on an even number year, that's again false. One person got between M and P, yes, definitely true, choice 3, question number 99. And finally 100, odd one out, 92 and K. And K is immediately after 92, and Q is immediately before 2008, isn't it? And 99 and N, they are also adjacent. M and 2001, they are not adjacent. And Q, O and 2005, again they are adjacent, except choice 4. And in the remaining, the year and the person are adjacent to each other. Now this is about choice 5. Done. And as of now we have done 30 questions. Then the leftover set. One more set, that is 88 to 92. Now check out how much time is left over. And if it is more than 3 minutes, then start working out this one. Or it is lesser than 3 minutes, though if you have started with this one and the chances of solving this one in lesser than 3 minutes would be very, very high. Isn't it? Very difficult. Why? Because this is the reason why we have kept this one under the second priority. What is the priority for this one? Whether it comes under the first or the second priority? If it can be solved in lesser than 3 minutes, first priority. More than 3 minutes, it will be second priority. Then in this one 88 to 92. How many are there? Any floors unnai? And there are some 4 floors. 4, 3, 2 and 1 are the 4 floors. And each floor is having exactly 2 different flats. Each floor is having exactly 2 different flats. The next one, flat 1 and flat 2. Then U lives on one of the even number floors. Then here, now we have gold coins as well. What are the coins we have? 21, 23, 25, 28, 32, 35, 42 and 49. 42, 40. And they are having different gold coins as well. U lives on an even number floor and with the one who contains 28. Now how many possibilities we have for this one? 4 possibilities. U even number floor, 2 possibilities. Again in even number floor there are 2 flats. Maybe you can be second floor first flat or second floor second flat and so on. What are the flats we have? Ground floor 1 and 2. Ground floor is number 1 which has 4 floors. The ground floor is number 1 and topmost floor. Each one contains different number of gold coins. Isn't it? Hence there are 4 different. Let us start with this one U here. Then U on the 4th floor if you take. And U is here, U lives along with the one who is 28. Or U lives along with the one who is 28. And this is the first point. Now if these two are invalid, then we can directly start with U on the second floor. U and 28. And U lives on one of the even number floors with the 128 points. With the 128 points here, and 28. V lives with the one who contains 23. Now V lives with the one who contains 23. V and 23 must be in one of the floors. And next one, V lives with the 123. T lives 2 floors below the one who contains 49. Now T lives below the 2 floors below the one who contains 49. Hence 49 2 floors below and 49 and 2 floors below. Who is that person? T. And 1 floor between 35 and U. Now between U and 35 there must be exactly 1 floor. And this 35 can be either here or here. U and 35 there must be exactly 1. As U and 35 there must be exactly 1 and U and 35. W lives on an odd number floor but not with U. And W lives on an odd number floor but not with U. And so W can be at any one of W lives on an even number floor. And so W must be on the second floor in any order. Clear? W. And next one, as many floors below the 135 as above 23. Below 35 there is 1 floor and 23 must be on the 3rd floor. Are you getting this one or not? 23 on the 3rd floor. And next one, P does not live with the one who contains 42. Now P and 42 are not adjacent to each other. Then next one, W does not contain 35. Now W does not contain 35. Now if W is here 35, W is here 35. Isn't it? W does not contain 35. Then W does not contain 35. And next one, R and Q do not live on immediate floors. R and Q are not living on immediate floors. And R and Q. And next one, and 2 floors between Q and the 132. Now Q and the one who is having 32, there must be exactly 2 floors are there. And 2 floors, Q does not live on an odd number floor, and so Q must be even number floor. Now if Q is on an even number floor, and Q and 32, R contains 25 gold coins, V and P lives on immediate floors. Now V and P, V is living along with 23 and V and P are immediate floors. I mean, they get the information. Now in this one, now, I couldn't start chedam ippudu. Now W is not 35. As W is not 35, now W and 35, this is one possibility you are talking about. Then W and 35 will be in these 2 places. Now if W and 35 are in these 2, my next step, and 49 and T there must be exactly 1. And 49 and T. and 2 floors between Q and 32 coins. And Q and the one who is having 32 gold coins, there must be exactly 2 floors. Now 2 floors between Q and 32, then can you take Q at this place or not? Q on the top floor. Now Q is on the top floor and 32 must be here. Now if 32 is here, Q and 32, and 49 and T, there must be exactly 1 floor. And 2 floors between Q and 32. Q does not live on an odd number and Q must be even, or V and P live on immediate floors. V and P are living on immediate floors. మనం చెప్పండి ఎన్ని ఫ్లోర్స్ ఉన్నాయి? There are 4 floors, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Now in this 4, 3, 2, 1 and 2 flats are there and 88 onwards. Now here 88 onwards, there are 2 flats in each of this one. Earlier we had taken, what is the case we had taken here? Now U at this place and along with this U and along with 28, U and 28. Inte kada? Now if U and 28 are, U and 28 we have taken like this. Now if U and 28 and V lives with the 123 gold coins and T lives 2 floors below the 149. Now T lives below the one who likes 49. Now if you take 49 is here. Now it is a possibility. Then T lives 2 floors below. 2 floors below T can be at any one of these 2 places. The next one floor between 35 and U. Now between 35 and U there must be exactly 1. Now 35 must be here. Now 35 is here and 35 and W must be on an even number floor, isn't it? And 35 and W must be on an even number floor, hence 35 and W must be an even number floor. Now here if it is 35 and W, rendu undali kada manaki, and who are those two? W and 35. Now if W and 35 and 49 and T, there must be exactly 1 floor. 1 floor between T lives 2 floors below the one who contains 49. Ma T ikkada undacha leda? And T lives below. 1 floor between 35 and U. Next one, 35 and U, 1 floor. And W lives in even number floor but not with U. Fine. And as many floors below 35 as about 23. As many floors below 35. 35 there is 1. Above this 23 we need to have exactly 1. That means 23, V and 23 are adjacent to each other and this must be V and this is 23. Avuna saripotunda leda? V and 23. Then if V and 23, P does not live with the 142 and P is not living with the help of the 42 and W does not contain 35 coins, R and Q do not live on immediate floors. R and Q do not live on immediate floors, hence Q must be, R and Q do not live. 2 floors between Q and 32. Now between Q and 32 there must be exactly 2 floors if Q is here, 32 is here, isn't it? Now 2 floors between Q and 32 coins. Now Q and 32, how many? 2, and 32 must be on the ground. The next one, and Q does not live on an odd numbered floor and Q is not in an odd number floor, Q is even. R contains 25 gold coins. R contains 25 gold coins. V and P live on immediate floors. V and P lives on immediate floors, hence T cannot be at this place. V and P lives on immediate floors. Now if P is here, V and P, then 49 cannot be here because 49 and T there must be exactly 1. And since 49 cannot be here, hence V is 49, and if V is 49, and where should this T? And T is here, and if T is here, and we should do R 25. R is here, that is 25, and T that is 32. Done? Now this is the final arrangement we have. Now here, now he has not classified this one according to the floors, isn't it? That means according to the floors, has not, according to the flats he is not classified. Now here he is talking about only మనం ఏం మాట్లాడుతున్నాడు? ఫ్లోర్స్ అండ్ ద పర్సన్స్, isn't it? Now floors and the person. మనం ఇంకో now here how many floors are there? 4, 3, 2, 1. మరి రెండే కదా. Now 4 floors are there. Now he has not given anything regarding the flats. 8 persons are living on these floors. 8 persons are living on these floors. As 8 are living on these floors, you lives on an even number floor with 28. That means you is here 28. Clear? Or you and 28 in any order, because flats were not given. U and 28. And V lives with the one who is 23. Now V and 23 must be together. V and 23 must be in one of this one. And T lives 2 floors below 49. Now 49 and T lives 2 floors. 1 floor between 35 and U. Now between 35 and U there must be exactly 1. 35 and U there must be exactly 1. Isn't it? 1 floor between 35 and U. W lives even number floor but not with U. W lives on an even number floor but not with U, hence W must be here. And W lives on an even number floor with not U. W will be here. The next one, and 1 floor between 35 and U. W lives even as many below 35 as above 23. Below 35 1, above 23 1, and below 35. Now between W and 35. My 1 floor between 35 and U. 35 and U, 35 is here. Now 35 is here. As many floors below 35 as above 23. Hence 23 is here. V and 23 are adjacent to each other. V and 23 are adjacent to each other. Then V and 23 are adjacent to each other. Now in this case, P does not live with the one who is having 32 gold coins. And W does not contain 35. W does not contain 35. R and Q do not live on immediate floors. R and Q cannot be on immediate floors, and 2 floors between Q and 32. Now Q and 32 there must be exactly 2. And Q and 32 there must be exactly 2. Now Q is here and 32 will be here. And Q is not living on an even number floor. And Q and 32. Q is not living on an odd number floor, and so Q must be even. As Q is even, Q and 32 there must be exactly 2. Q must be on the 4th floor. Now if Q is here, then 32 must be here. Now Q is here 32. But as V and 23 they are staying together. R must contain 25. And R contains 25. R is here which contains 25. Now here again R must contain 25. R and 25. Then 49 and T, and there must be exactly 1 person between 49 and T. Then V and P live on immediate floors. V and P are living on immediate floors, and P must be 35. And V and P lives on immediate floors, P must be 28. Isn't it? Now if P is 28, now we are left with W and T. And P does not live with 42. Now P does not live with the person who is having 42 coins. Now where is this P? And P is not living with 42. And W cannot be 42. And U lives on the even number floor, and with the 128. V lives with the 123. V and 23 we have taken. And next one, V lives with the 120. T lives 2 floors below the 149. Now T is below the 149. Here 49 is here, and T lives below the 149. And T lives below the 149. Now T lives 2 floors below the 149. Then now here it must be T, and 49 must be here. T and 49. 1 floor between 35 and U. U and 35 there must be exactly 1. W lives on an even number floor, but not with U. And as many floors below 35 above 23. Below 35 1 above 23. Below 35 above 23. Fine. And P does not live with the one who contains 42. And P is not living with the one who is containing 42. W does not contain 42, U must contain 40. And P does not live with the one who contains 42, and here also W must be 42. Then next one, 42. Then next, W does not contain 35. R and Q do not live on immediate floors. Now here R and Q are living on immediate. and they are not living on immediate floors, then 2 floors between Q and 32. And finally, who is the person left over here? And R must contain 25, 25, and P is not with 42, and only one more number that is left over is 21 is W, and the person who is left over is S will be 20. Clear? Here the flats were not given. Now this is about paper number 72. As next one. Number series say as question numbers please. Number series 40, 31. Now question number 31. 224, 237. Now 224, 237. What is the difference? That now here this must be under difference because 354, 419. Numbers are increasing at a smaller rate. 24 and 37, the difference is so much 13. And 37 and 68, tell me what is the difference we have? 26. Now 13, 26, multiples of 13, next one is 39. That is 263 plus 40, 9 plus 3 is how much? 2. And what is your answer here? 302 choice. Multiples of 13 are added. Next one 15 and 22.5. How can I express this one into 1.5? And 22.5 into 2.5. Isn't it 225 and 112.5, 56.25. The next one, this must be into 3.5. Now 56 into 3.5, 56 into 3, 150 and 1 and 196 and 196.2 choice into 1.5 into 2.5 into 3.5. The next one 23 and 28, what is the difference we have? 5. And 28 and 60, what is the difference we have? Now it does not come under difference because 23 to start and the choices are in 700. And 180 to 700 at least it is 4 times multiplied, isn't it? Hence it must be product or combination. Now product is not possible here, combination. Now combination 60 into 3, 180 plus 3, 183. Now here 28 into 2, 56 plus 4. Into 3 into 2, this is into 1 plus 5. 1, 2, 3, this is 4. 5, 4, 3 and 2. 3 into 4, 12 plus 2, 14. Last digit must be 4. Then 183 into 4 plus 2, tell me what is the answer here? 730. 180 that is 720 plus 12, 732 plus 2, 734. Choice for question number 33. The next one 34, 12, 22. 12 and 22, 12 into 2 is sum of 24 minus 2. 22 into 2, 44 plus 2. 46 into 2 minus 2. Into 2 plus 2. Now here 182 into 2 minus 2. How much is that? And 3. And 2 into 2, 4 minus 2 is 2. Large digit must be 2. Then what is your answer here? 362. Choice to question number 34. The next one 35, 15, 22 and so on. 15 plus 7. 22 plus so how much? 22 plus 9. 7 and 31 and 44 difference is so much 13. 7, 9, 13. 7 and 9, tell me what is the difference we have to? Now here the difference is 4 and the next difference could be either 6 or 8. Now if you add 6 here, 13 plus 6 is how much? 19. And 44 plus 19, 63. Is it there in the choice? No. Hence 2, 4 is ruled out. And 2 into 2, 4 into 2, 8. 13 plus 8, 21. 44 plus 21, 65. Choice 3, question number 35. Done?